Now, let's take a look at a few common problems or errors that you may come across for end of year that you should be aware of. The first one is the SENR 0649E1. This is a fatal that triggers for ELAS students not reported for end of year one. So you must submit at least one Sela record for a student enrolled in your LEA that has no Sela record. STAS 0708E1, this is another fatal for missing suspension data for a student who was reported as absent due to either out-of-school suspension or in-school suspension. So this is a cross-file validation that happens. Anytime you have an absence due to either out-of-school suspension or in-school suspension, the system is also looking for an associated incident record. So a lot of times this happens because you submit your STAS file first, it gets posted, and then the incident data is missing. And once you upload your SINC record, then that error automatically goes away. But if you have an instance where you have this error and you've already submitted your SINC data, then you need to go back and find out as to why that person's SINC record is missing. Surge 097 is another common problem that LEAs come across. This is the missing Title I Targeted Assistance Program records. So first, ensure that your annual school designation in CARS is done earlier on to avoid this certification. This error basically is saying that the school received Title I Part A targeted assistance for the reporting year, but there's no individual student program records with education program code 122 submitted for students at that school. So if your school is now designated school-wide and that's why you haven't submitted any Title I records, you need to update that in CARS so CALPADS is aware of that. SCNR 0696E1, fatal. This one triggers when student enrollment record in the current academic year is not exited prior to end of year one certification. So again, the expectation is that by end of the school year, you exit all of your students. Those that leave your LEA, you need to give them the appropriate exit codes, and those that are returning, you need to roll them over and submit a new SCNR file for them at the beginning of the new academic year next year. So those were some common problems that you may come across